Okay, fellow Toastmaster and most welcome guests, welcome to the advanced hashtag Elden Speaker 201 meeting. My name is Sean. I am the search at arm for today's meeting. Before starting the meeting, there are three ground rules we need to follow. First, please stay mute until it is your turn to speak. Second, we encourage you to turn on your camera for wonderful audience interaction if you are convenient. Third, the meeting will be recorded if you are not comfortable to be recorded. You are welcome to turn off your camera, but please stay in the state. Enjoy the learning as much as you can. Now, let's put our hands together to welcome our present distinguished Toastmaster Patricia here to the virtual stage.
Yay! Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. First off, I want to say greetings to all of us who are celebrating I. It's called Hari Raya Idul Fitri. Is the Muslim very important New Year and a very festive moment to really recognize the importance of celebration. And apart from that, I also want to welcome all of you everywhere, including our advanced hashtag Ardent Speakers members, DTM Line, we have Duncan, we have Sean, and at the same time, we also welcome all our very, very important family members from other clubs, E.T., Yanika, and also some of the friends that are yet to turn on your video, Kiru and Amani. So with this, today we are going to kickstart on a very special masterclass. The original speaker, because he was not well, so he couldn't make it. And as a result, Deepa will only come in April. But because of that, that gave an opportunity for yours truly to step in and to really challenge myself on this very special day. Now, some of you may know today is March the 31st, also happened to my birthday. So one of my very important birthday wish is always to continue my role as an individual. And I see certainly this as a great opportunity for me to stretch out from my comfort zone to do whatever it takes during the very final moment and still do my best. And because of this, we are having a change in our program. Today, we are going to talk about the power of membership building. So I want to welcome Mandy Chung, who just stepped in earlier, a few seconds ago. Thank you so much, Mandy, for tuning in. In fact, yours truly would be the speaker instead. Thank you so much, because we have an emergency whereby the original speaker, Deepak, is not able to make it. So with this, we certainly are excited to also have Shan to introduce yours truly as the speaker of the day. Today, we're going to do as much as possible to help everyone to step out of your comfort zone and to really experience the magic of membership building. So with this, Shan, please feel free to introduce me the way you would like to introduce me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Shan.
Thank you. And as I have a soul salt, so please listen carefully for everyone. Today, I want to introduce my pet because I think she is an AI. Why? He always, when I ask some question, he always reply me as soon as possible, just about 2 seconds or 3 seconds. Then it give me a very beautiful answer and a positive answer and a powerful answer. It's just like an AI. But the other side, she is a human being, a wonderful woman, because he always give me some emotional answer and give me some power to do what I want to do. For those 2 points, I suggest you can see her as a superwoman. So
Wow.
welcome our superwoman, Patricia Yap, to the stage.
Thank you. With this, I want to recognize all of you as superhero again. Give yourself a big round of applause and we will quickly take a photo, okay? Give me a superwoman super pose to showcase you are also a superhero, okay? Let's do that together. Yes. Help us to take a photo.
Okay. Another
3.
one.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Okay, done.
Thank you so much. Thank you to our all superheroes and superhumans. Today, we are going to touch on a very exciting topic that's called the power of membership building. Now, let me share with you, this is not only for Toastmasters, but this actually helps you a lot in your personal life, in your professional life as well. When we talk about membership building, it's always sales related or marketing related, which a lot of humans out there are very scared of. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a snippet of who I am and what gives me the confidence to talk about this topic. So I'm going to let you know my background. I actually came from a business background. I never quite liked marketing, but I always liked human beings. I love to study of the human mind and study how they behave the way they behave and why they think the way they think and why they buy certain things the way they want to buy. So these are some of the questions that are really intriguing to me. And because of that, I became a Toastmaster, really. Because studying human being, you need a platform to have a lot of people, different background and all that. So that's how I ended up as a Toastmaster. Of course, most importantly, this one thing that I always feel I do not have, I'm very much lacking in it. That's self-confidence. I'm going to be very honest with you. From young, I never had self-esteem. I always think I'm a nobody and nobody like me. And even if they like me, probably they want something from me. I just want to pause here for a while. How many of us actually went through that journey? When you try to find out why you're on this earth, what is the value in you and why? And why are you here in the first place? Do you have the confidence? If you do resonate with you, you don't have to put your hands up. But I just want to recall, I want you to recall the time when you're so lack of confidence that you're so willing to do whatever it takes to build that confidence. I'm very happy that I found Toastmasters. Me, being an extrovert, gave me the platform to really speak as much as I can. And that's why if you see my background, my virtual background that I show on the other screen, the other device, I completed all the 11 paths. Now, you do not have to complete all the 11 paths to learn all the skills. I just did it because I want to make sure I'm able to go through that process. I can be very honest with you. Going through the process was never easy. It gave me a solid understanding of who I am, though. Why I should continuously improve myself, especially when I lack the confidence. So by going through the speaking journey, I'm not sure if some of you can resonate that. Yanika, did you feel the more you speak, the more confident you have?
Yeah, really true, my big sister.
It's
Yeah.
really true, right? And probably the same goes with Mandy. Did you find out that the more you speak, the more you compete, suddenly your confidence just came?
Yes, I
It's
agree
so
with
true,
that.
right? Yes. So
Yes,
I
very
just
true.
want to give, yeah, very true, right? So I'd like to give you a very important question. You can just type yes or no or put up your hand. How many of you felt the gain of confidence when you started speaking more and more? Okay, I'm so happy to see all the hands here. So that was the start of my journey, and that's how I gained my confidence. And let me share with you, confidence, you have different levels of confidence. That's why you can never reach the top, but you can always improve. And that brings me to the next question. Now, because of that, I sense Toastmasters is a good platform to build confidence, and it brings good value to my money. Because of that, I became a member, not just one club, but I have 6 clubs altogether. So that gave me the reason why I want to invest in Toastmasters, right? When I become a member, I have a platform to share. I can speak to different members of different backgrounds. And no matter how good or how poor I am, they have no choice but to listen to me, right? or not right? Shan, is this correct in your case?
Yes, they have no chance.
Yes, they have no choice but to listen to us, right? And they gave us solid evaluation. Isn't that beautiful? Duncan, did you find that by doing this kindness, we were able to build each other up?
Oh yes, absolutely. You have to have feedback, otherwise you don't know. You really don't know where you're going. Okay, you can watch yourself on TV, watch a video of yourself. Unless somebody actually helps you to evaluate you and improve you, then yes, it's very difficult to move forward and improve your confidence.
Exactly. So that is why Toastmasters for me has helped me a lot. And I like to share this good news with everyone. So after completing the 11th path, of course, I get a little bit of more confidence just based on the fact that I work hard, I speak hard, I attend meeting hard, and that's how you grow naturally. Now, if you want to think the magical pill to make that happen, it's just to make sure we do what is necessary. So that is entirely the journey, what brought me to where I am today. And I'm going to share with you today, one of the passions that I have, certainly is to spread Toastmasters around. But again, it's all about membership building. I know not all of us are VP membership. You don't recruit people, or you don't even have the idea that, oh, I never know I can bring somebody to be a Toastmaster. But somehow or rather, Mandy, I know you have somehow influenced some of your people here to join Toastmasters meeting as well. And the same goes to Yanika, right? Yes, I know you have for sure. Okay. Now, that's why today I want to share with you some very important lessons that I learned from my persuasive speaking. And at the same time, I'm going to share with you a framework on how we can grow our membership. Now, this framework is not only for membership building in Toastmasters, but it goes to beyond your business. It goes to your business as well. If you are in the process of recruiting members to flourish your business marketing, I know, Yanika, you are also growing your own marketing community. If you're thinking of growing your own tribe, if you're thinking of growing your own people to reach out to a common vision, common mission, that works as well. Okay? So I want to work together with all of you to share this framework. Okay? Now, before I talk about this framework, I also want to make a disclaimer. Everything I share today is based on my own personal experience. It doesn't guarantee success. Okay, it doesn't guarantee success, but if you work hard, if you follow the framework, you will certainly get your results. How many of you are excited about this? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, if you're excited about the possibility, go ahead and adopt the framework. Okay, I'm going to share with you the framework now. Now, the framework is actually very simple. It came from the growth mindset that was championed by Carol Dweck. Okay, Carol Dweck came up with this growth mindset. If you want more idea, Google her, listen to her TED Talk. She gives you a very good picture of what growth mindset is all about. Growth mindset is a positive mindset, but it's not only positive. Positive sometimes we can just be positive, but the things may not work as well, right? You have to be positive and yet add a bit of intelligence and a lot of wisdom. And that's where the growth mindset comes in. So today I'm going to jump right in and share with you the growth mindset framework, how it's going to work to help us to grow our members. This is a framework. Why we need a framework? So that we are able to focus on what matters. Is everyone with me? If you're with me, give a thumbs up. Good. Okay, the framework is called Growth Mindset. It's an acronym. Yes, for some of you who have known it. It's an acronym, but very easy to use acronym. Okay, let's start with the GROWTH. Okay, I'll leave the TH behind. That one is a bonus. But let's start with the GROW, the G first. Okay, the first G. When we are thinking about building anything, whether it's membership, whether it's growing your business, whether it's growing your followers on your social media, the first thing you need to do, you need to gather the data. So G is gather data. I like to encourage all of you to also feel free to write so that you can remember better. G is gather data. You need to do some due diligence. Gather data. Watch your competitor, what they are doing, right? So that's how you get your data. And for Toastmasters out there, we gather data. What are some of the top clubs that always manage to recruit a lot of members? Since Mandy is here and she belongs to ITC Bintang Metro and also another club, I like to also spotlight Mandy. You actually have one of the best clubs who manage to recruit a lot of members, right? And what club is that? We are very free to share. Yes, Mandy?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm from ITC Bintang
yes.
and also Metro
yes.
International Toastmaster Club and
Yes.
also MC Joe Community Toastmaster Club. Yes.
Right. Of all the three clubs, which club managed to always recruit a lot of members?
To
your data.
me, it would be ITC Bintang.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much.
That's what I recruited lots of members.
Thank you so much. So that is one way that we gather data, and we always learn from the best. So G is gather data, very important. Now comes the R. What does the R stand for now? Okay. If G is to gather data, R, we need to, what is the R? Okay, let me check. Yanika, what would be the R be?
Resources.
Thank you so much. You get your data, you need your resources to make sure it works. So in a marketing plan, what are the resources? Certainly it's always the people, right? That's why I'm going to spend more time on the people. And also make sure, apart from the people, you need additional resources. Go to the internet, go to AI, go to DeepSeek. That's where you're going to get the most, I would say, valuable resources, but it's free of charge, right? So Toastmasters are very smart. We always try to get resources with the least amount of money if possible. That's why we are Toastmasters. Toastmasters is a non-profit organization. The good part is you have to look for your own resources. Imagine if you are able to look for resources without any money. When you have the money, what happens? Everything just becomes easier, right, Duncan?
Oh, absolutely. If you've got money, you can do anything. That's right.
Exactly.
Anything you want.
Yes, you learn to do something without money. When money comes the way, you are
Yep,
able to
so
amplify.
easy.
It's so easy, right? Now, let's go to the O then, okay? O, what is O? O can be opportunities, whereby you got to look around and see, any of my friends meet Toastmasters, especially your workers or your employees or your staff. For some of you, if you're an entrepreneur, you need to groom your staff, your employee, your subordinates, your followers, right? You want to groom them, but you want to groom them with the system that really works. There's no time for us to try out a system that doesn't work. What is a system that really works? Toastmasters actually work. It's just that as a boss, as an entrepreneur, sometimes you need to be flexible enough to do some changes so that that is customized for your worker, for your employee, or even for your followers. We have been doing that. And that is the beautiful thing about Pathways. Everything in Pathways is so free. Do it in such a way that you're able to groom your people, your workers. Now, if you want to know the details, of course, that's another class. That's going to be a long one, okay? So today we're just going to touch base, but the most important thing is I want to spark that innovative spirit in your mind. I want to give you more light bulb moment, more aha moment, so that you're free to try this on in your Toastmasters journey, especially when you're doing Pathways project. Because Pathways is so flexible, so adaptable. Everything goes as long as you are meeting the speech objective or the purpose statement. Okay, that's where find opportunities to groom people so that you become even a better leader. Nowadays, Janica, did you notice nowadays, leading the younger generation, especially those who are born after 2000, they need a different type of leadership skills, right? Can you give them instruction like mom and dad did to us the previous time, and they will follow you? No way. They're going to give you a resignation letter, maybe, or they may even scold you and say, who are you in the first place to lecture me? I'm even better than you. This type of leadership style doesn't work. That's why we need to add value to them and make sure we help them to reach their goal and that how they're going to stay with us. So leadership right now for the 21st century is entirely different, let me share with you. A lot of the so-called followers or the staff are even smarter than me. You never know. They can be so good in a computer, so good in AI, so good in their Excel that I need to learn from them. So we leaders right now, we have to inspire them, make them feel good, and let them know the potential big. So this is the O, okay? O is the opportunity. Let's move to the W. From what I shared earlier, leadership of the 21st century to build your membership is always a win-win. That's what the W stands for. In fact, everything in life is always win-win, including husband and wife relationship. Do you know that? Sean, you are married, right?
Yes.
Yes. To be really, really close to your wife, do you have to make sure she also feel appreciated? She also feel she can win from the entire relationship?
Yes. She always win.
You are very smart. You make sure that she always win, right? When she wins, you win as well, right, Sean?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yes, very true. Very
But
true.
we have to
Okay.
pretend that we're losing.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yes. Duncan, you can share with us the magic mindset, a win-win mindset when you are especially in a very close relationship. Duncan,
Oh, yes.
your stage
Sure.
right now.
Yes, you always have to give the impression that the other person's right. As the old joke says, you know, I married Mrs. Right. I didn't realize her first name was Always. But no,
That is so interesting.
it's quite important
Yes.
though to make sure that you don't. I mean, you're going to have occasional disagreements or whatever, but you have to come back and you have to realize that the two of you are actually basically one. You're working together, and at the end of the day, you have to get along. So both of you are going to be right. You're never going to be wrong.
Yes, exactly, right? So these are some of the very important things that we picked up from Toastmasters, because Toastmasters is community, and we here really build relationship with people who are very different than us. So I asked Duncan and Sean about the so-called husband-wife relationship, because that is the hardest, right? So if you imagine the hardest, they still need to use win-win. How about us, right? So win-win definitely is a model that's going to make everyone happy. In relationship right now, it can be transactional, whereby you want to make sure we add value to one another, but more so, we also want to have the win-win mindset that nobody's losing. Okay, if you look around, those relationships that really failed, including mine included, that didn't work, it wasn't on a win-win basis. Me being an accountant, I used to think I have to win all the time, but I have that mindset. It doesn't work. Not in human relationship. And because of that, when we build people, when we want to have more people in our tribe, in our community, especially a Toastmasters club, it has to be win-win. Now, how do we make it win-win? That's another science, but having the mindset already put us on the path of victory or the path of success. When we win-win, that creates a positive environment in the club. Now, Mandy, you are very lucky. You are actually in many clubs, but all your clubs are very positive. I'm spotlighting Mandy because I visited a lot of her clubs. I could sense a positivity in her club. And that's why when it's win-win, people like to go to your club. People enjoy attending meetings. And of course, for us, #AdvanceArden speakers, we do our best to create that environment. So including all our members who are not here, I told them, please do not come because today is a Raya celebration for a lot of them. They need to spend time with their family. Spending time with their family during festive season is so important, and make sure they spend enough time so that they can come back again when they are ready, right? So because of this, we embrace this win-win strategy. Okay, let's quickly move on to the T and the H. Okay, the T and the H is actually very important. The T always refers to timing or time. I come from a stock market background. When we talk about making money, when to buy share, when to sell share, it's all about timing. And in human relationship, in membership building, timing plays a very important role as well. Let me give you a little bit of a background. We human beings have our own timing when we are ready to receive an invitation to be a member, or today maybe it's not a good day. Today I didn't have a good day with my boss. Don't talk to me asking me to renew my membership. I don't like that. Timing is so important, right? Everything has to be in time. So how do we pick a good timing? We don't know actually, but just based on common sense when we want to build relationship, a good timing, certainly when the person is in a happy mode. Now, this requires some diligence from us to be more observant, to practice active listening skills so that we can spot exactly when it's a good time, to even test the person when they are ready for self-growth, if they are interested in the first place. So we qualify them before we even open our mouth to share about Toastmasters. For instance, Shan, I understand your club in Taiwan, they have on-site meeting, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes
yeah.
when you need to invite friends, you kind of have to observe them for a while, right? Before you really invite them.
Yeah. Actually, I need to know about what you want or what you need. And I can give him something, make a win-win. So I need to learn from the Toastmaster.
Yes. And this is so important. The beautiful thing about Toastmasters, because we are not thinking about making money from another person, so everything we do from our heart.
Yeah.
When we do it from our heart, that actually satisfies the highest form of human need, which is to be kind to everyone. Money will always come when we are kind to other people. This may not be a concept that everybody embraces, but mark my word, from my experience after being a human being for many years now, especially today, I'm celebrating my birthday. My friend just reminded me my age. I'm not going to tell you, but I found out the best way to make money is actually to be kind to people, to really help people from your heart. So the final H is actually the help. We can only help people when we help ourselves, right? But why do you want to help yourself? Because you understand you have to help yourself first before you help other people. And this all starts with self-love, self-growth, self-appreciation. I want to pause here for a while and challenge you to think of what are some of the ways that you are helping yourself right now to be the better person that you are. Of course, now you're good, but you are also going to evolve to be the next best version, right? So I'd like to pause you for a while and let you think deeply. What are some of the action plans that you can do to help yourself? And if comfortable, please type it in the chat box. This entire framework is very important, and that's why we're spending a bit more time here. What are some of the things that you can do to help yourself? Of course, apart from coming to a Toastmasters meeting, what are some of the practical things you can help yourself? Maybe every day allocate 15 minutes to yourself, just doing nothing. Just really feel yourself. What are some of the things that you can do to help yourself? Let me see if we have any answers here. Okay. Let me see who is on my screen. Lai, are you there? Lai, you are there. Okay.
Yes.
Lai, yeah, let me know what are some of the action plan you can do to help yourself or to make yourself happy every day.
Myself happy.
Yeah.
For me, it would be like if I'm happy about, I'd like to go for sightseeing, either at the beach or sometimes at the mall, looking at people walking around. That would be a
Okay.
good thing.
Very good. Okay. Spending time with nature is actually a great way to recharge yourself. So this is actually magical to make sure the rest will work together. Let me share with you. Growth framework is all about loving yourself first before you can help other people. This is a philosophy that I embrace and it will never change because the moment I'm able to help with myself, then I know what works for me, what will work for other people as well. Okay, so this help thing is to help yourself first, then you help other people. What are other people? These people can be your colleague, your Toastmasters members, your family members, or even the strangers out there. So this entirely is actually a philosophy of life. We start by helping ourselves, then we help other people. And that's why we want to use Toastmasters as a platform for us to practice. Toastmasters is a good platform to practice. Why? Because everyone is here practicing. If it doesn't work, do we get penalized, Duncan?
I'm sorry,
Oh.
my Wi-Fi my internet connection just completely disappeared. So I've just
See?
got back. So
Duncan just completely disappeared and he came back. And we still welcome Duncan with open arms. Duncan, we want to send you a lot of love.
all right, thank
Don't worry
you.
about it, right? This is the platform. We can fall, we can fail, we can come back. There's no biggie out there. Nobody dies, right? And nobody lose money because of trying. So because of this is a framework that I have sort of designed to build the membership. Okay, now, if you want to see how you can actually work closely using this framework to build the membership, you have to give it a try. Okay, so I want to challenge you based on whatever you have right now, whatever knowledge you have, and also look at the club right now that you are in. Yanika, I know you are there to build clubs as well. Think of how you can adopt this framework to build the clubs. It's not easy to use, I have to say, but you have to practice. But once you practice, it is very easy. You have to see how one point connect to another point. The whole picture will come to you when you practice every time when you have the chance. Okay, so now I'm going to come to the marketing plan. Yes, the marketing plan is always about the P's, right? You probably know it started with a basic 3, then you have the 4, then you have the 7, then actually the maximum is a 12. But I'm not going to confuse all of you because we are not here for theory. We are here to practice our practical skills, right? So today I just used the 7 P's. 7 P's, I'm not going to go through all the P's. We don't have time anyways. And a lot of the P's are not within our control, so we don't touch on those P's, okay? As a Toastmasters member who wants to spread the good news of Toastmasters to other members or other people out there, you just concentrate on the P. The P stands for people, okay? The people is referring to you, okay? And to people who have yet to become a Toastmaster. So today, yes, I'm going to focus on the P. And this is entirely the foundation of our marketing plan. Are you ready? If you're ready, give me a thumbs up. Yes. You see, when we talk about people, we have to understand people. This is related to your framework earlier as well. Look at people in such a way that they are not a product. They are not someone that's going to give you money. Look at them as just you and I, we are the same. We may have a different skin color, different gender, different religion, different faith, but people are people, right? When you cut yourself, what is the color of our blood? What is the color of our blood?
Red.
Yes. Did anyone have a different color?
I hope not.
Whoa, E.T., you're blue. I know why. You must be from the outer space. Now, because of that, the plan has to be a human plan. What do I mean by human plan? We are really there to help. That is it. We are there to help people. We mentioned helping ourselves first, then we want to help other people. So plan is based on the foundation. We are there to help people. So what are some of the plans that are good? Of course, recognition of our members. Every time when somebody did something great, they finish a speech. What do we do in Toastmasters? Very easy. Just give them the round of applause. Now we are going to do this because the applause is so important. It brings the energy. It encourages all of them. If you're convenient, I want you to unmute yourself and do the applause, not for me, but for yourself. 5 solid seconds. Okay, if you can. Okay. 5,
Way.
4,
Way.
2, 1.
Congratulations, everybody.
Congratulations. You never know the power of the applause. Every time when you applaud somebody from your heart, somehow it motivates them. It doesn't cost money at all. That's why all the Toastmasters marketing plan, whatever plan that you're going to design later, if it's related to giving them motivation, the applause is one method. Another method, the Toastmasters gave us a good base camp, right? That we are able to download our certificate every time when we complete any level, okay? Have you downloaded your certificate before? Mandy, I know you have completed a few levels. Did you do that?
Yeah, I've completed a few level and I do have the certificates with me right now.
Yes, very good. Okay, give it a show if you have right now. All these are people-based motivating gestures. Human being needs to be motivated. When I was young, how do I motivate myself? I do this myself because I have a tiger mom. Mom doesn't believe in motivating words. She is too afraid if she motivates me verbally, I can become very arrogant and not respect her, right? So these are some of the cultural, I would say, differences that we have, Asian and Western. But also be very mindful, normally, in general, human beings love positive reinforcement. Yanika, I see your mommy is very, very motivating to you, correct? Yani? How does your mom motivate you when you did something right? We are learning.
I don't remember now, my big sister. Yeah.
Okay, maybe mom may cook a good meal to you, give you a holiday. Okay, those are all reward and motivation that keeps the human being going, right? So any marketing plan certainly needs to have an element of reward and recognition, okay? But apart from that, a typical marketing plan for a Toastmaster to build the membership, of course, is to always have some very solid content. What do I mean by that? We need to do our homework, right? We need to study what the successful club have done, like Mandy has mentioned a few clubs. Then we learn from them. Another important thing, of course, for the marketing plan to work is to engage yourself with people who are good in marketing. Jim Rohn once said, Jim Rohn is the sifu or the master of Tony Robbins. All of us, right? Our income is actually the average of the 5 people that we are closest with. That's about money. Okay. So if you want to be good in marketing, you want to be a very people-oriented people, you need to mix around with people who are good. It's not that we want to abandon those people who are not good, but we want to make sure we learn from the good people. People are very skillful. Would you agree with that, Duncan?
Absolutely, yes. I mean, it's very difficult to learn from people who are less skilled.
Yes.
But it is very easy just to observe and ask questions from people who
Yes.
are more skilled than you, and then you'll pick up some of those skills. And from my experience, most of those people that you ask will be only too happy to help you. There are a few who won't, but forget about them. The ones who will are always going to help. They're always going to give you their time free of charge, and you're going to learn a lot.
Exactly. Thank you so much. So to build people, number one, to recognize them, to reward them. The second thing, make sure we enlarge our circle. We mix around with people who are really good in marketing, in sales, in persuasive speaking, because all these skills are so important, especially in the 21st century. All these skills cannot be taught by AI. AI can give you a lot of technical knowledge, but that soft skills, you can only practice it, right? You got to make it a habit. Otherwise, you just can't. You just can't master it. I'm so sorry, right? And that is very true in my own learning experience. Now, the final one I would actually like to share with all of you. The final one is something that is really big right now in our entire 21st century, but make sure we are able to use it to the best of our advantage. The final one. What is the final game changer in a marketing plan? In fact, today, the course, how do I manage to do it within a short period of time, is because of this so-called the game changer right now. Okay? And it was introduced by Shan. Shan gave this name to me. Shan mentioned, what is that, Shan? You gave this name to me.
And I just think maybe the final procedure is the best, the main call.
Okay. Shan, remember at the beginning you mentioned I'm the AI.
Yes.
Now, thank you so much. Everything, okay? Not only marketing plan, AI is the game changer right now. When we talk about AI, it's too general, right? But for any plan, any knowledge, anything out there, make sure we are able to learn how to use AI to our advantage. Leverage on that. I can share with you very honestly, a lot of posting that I saw in the world of social media, they are all generated by AI. Okay, because of that, they are able to be very productive. They can create a lot of content. But I also want to give you a warning here. Okay, while it is good to use AI to our maximum advantage, from my experience, when I copy and paste, it doesn't work. If I copy and paste an article, whatever, sometimes it works, but most of the time it doesn't, because it loses that spirit of me, right? It's no more Patricia, it's AI, right? So in the future, if you come up with a great marketing plan, whatever it is, you can ask AI to help you to come up with a plan, but you need to do your own critical thinking, your deep thinking, to make sure the plan is customized according to your need. There is nothing as a one-size-fits-all. It doesn't work. Okay, I have to let all of us know, including myself, because if you copy and paste, it's so easy. But imagine if you copy and paste every time and it just doesn't give you the outcome you want, doesn't give you the result. It's very disheartening, right? It's very discouraging. Then we are not really exercising our wisdom, our mind, our critical thinking to make the right choice. Are you with me?
Absolutely.
Today's sharing is really from my heart, because I realize There is so much we can do when we really master how to recruit people, how to build our business, how to increase our membership, because all this allows us to have so many different skills, right? So many, it is just exponential. And with the AI, there is so much we can do. And that's why I'm so passionate today, once again, to share with you, even though we talk about the power of membership building, but this power is beyond the membership building. It's a lot of content today, actually. But I want you to think beyond the membership building, but yet use this membership building in Toastmasters as your playground. You need a safe playground, right? To play and to exercise and to jump and to run. You need a safe playground. Use this playground to test. Test your plans, test your framework, test your strategy. See if it works. If it works, bring it outside to the bigger playground. You don't want to test something in the jungle, in the real world, because the cost is very expensive. Especially if you're doing a marketing campaign for your company, you want to test it and make sure you cut down the risk as much as you can so that you are able to bring more. Yeah, you are able to bring a better outcome. Because business risk out there is all going to, it's going to cost you money. Things doesn't work, it's going to cost you money. Time doesn't work, it's going to cost you money. If the plan doesn't work immediately, it's going to cost you money. So all these are money to your company, and you wouldn't want that as an employee or as a boss, as an entrepreneur. You want to make sure you are able to be cost effective. And that's why Toastmasters, you just pay 60 USD, right? 60 USD for 6 months, just 10 USD. But if you're willing to learn, there is so much for you to learn, and just test it. Test in your club, test beyond your club. And that brings me to the end of my sharing session. I know I'm over time right now, but I also want to share with you, before you go today, I want to find out what is the action plan you have for yourself. What is this action plan regarding persuasive selling, membership building? You term it the way you want to. What is the action plan you want to do to yourself right now? Before you go, think about it. Type in the chat box if you want us to be accountable to you. You can still change your mind later. Type it in the chat box. We don't have a lot of us today, right? So it's actually a very intimate group. I want to challenge you. Type it in the chat box. Tell us. With this, thank you so much for being here. If I want to sum it up, the entire workshop, importantly, have the growth mindset. Growth mindset works so well. And then after the growth mindset, then you can think about the framework. After the framework, then you come to the plan, right? The plan is how you strategize, how you execute. And after that, have a conclusion. What are you going to walk away today? You spend your time here. The 60 minutes, very precious. It's part of your life. I want to take something home, practice it, and even come up with your own framework. The best thing I like about Toastmasters, the playground is free. Come up with your own framework. Come with your own teaching, and that's how you're going to share it with your members out there, man. How fascinating, right? And that's why this is a birthplace for heroes out there and for the superheroes. Okay, with this, all my superheroes, I send you a lot of love. Tell me your action plan, everyone, superheroes out there. And we are now question time. Over to you, Duncan.
Okay, yes, question time. So I'm your question master. Does anybody have any questions they have directly for Patricia?
Yes.
Any? Because I've got a few,
Yes.
but I'm quite happy to let somebody else take the floor and ask the questions. No questions from the floor?
No questions?
Okay, in that case, I'm going to start with the first question, which is quite a hard-hitting one, actually, Patricia.
Okay.
My first question to you is, I mean, that was quite, that was a very impressive masterclass you just gave us. How much of that did you already have written down or stored away somewhere? Or did you actually come up with that just in the last day or so? Because the cancellation was very short notice, and you've come
Yes.
up and you've given us with really what's quite a very interesting and very detailed masterclass. How did you do it?
How did I
My
do
question.
it? Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Duncan, for the question. First off, when I knew the cancellation, it was so rushed. There's no way I can find another speaker. So to do justice, I thought, hey, March 31st, the universe wants a breakthrough, right? Once you give me a breakthrough, the only breakthrough that I need to have, believe in myself and know that there is a reason why this happened. Now, I did not broadcast to a lot of people because I also want to manage expectation. And for me as well, I do have my pressure as well and concern. So I want it to be whoever wants to come in, you guys are here. Very unusual for me not to ask people to come to the masterclass, but today I did not. I'm very happy and very blessed by all of you. You came in by yourself. And how did I manage to come up with the framework, with the content? Thank you to ChatGPT. I can be very honest, but I only used 50% of the content. The rest of the content, it was based from my previous experience. I can share with you honestly, when I was young, remember I like people. And because of that, I also like to market myself to people, to make people like me, okay? I'm a people pleaser, right? Because of that, I learned kind of how to connect with people and communicate. So because of that, I'm also very keen in marketing. So everything that I shared today was also from my previous experience. In fact, I have been a mini version of an entrepreneur back in my school days when I was in university. I was dragged into it because my friend needed a partner. So I became the scapegoat. I went along, I did a lot of cold calls. I walked to people, asked them to buy the product. So I know what it is like. I've been scolded by people before, and people want to chase me out of the house. Yes, I've experienced that. But guess what doesn't kill me? What didn't kill me, make me stronger. So I became a Toastmaster. And Toastmaster was the platform that allowed me to test a lot of things. So of all my content, I have the confidence because I know from my previous experience what has worked, what has not worked. But let me share with you one very important secret. How many of you want to know the secret? Give me a thumbs up. Now, the very important thing, people will only buy into me if I benefit them, if I give them value. This is the naked truth. It doesn't matter how good I am. No, they don't care. If you care about me, I will care about you. That is the mindset of every human being. Your customer, your colleague, your staff, your husband and wife, your children, even your pets. You don't care about me, I don't give a damn about you. I'm sorry, please excuse my language. You care about me, I care. That is the naked truth. I hope that answered your question, Duncan. So I'm all out for challenge, and I believe we are in a very supportive environment. So bring it on. Thank you, Duncan.
Very welcome. Anybody else have any questions?
Yes.
The floor is open.
Minutes.
Do we have an opportunity here to ask Patricia her deepest
Yes.
secrets?
Deepest secret.
I think I
Yes.
have
Andy.
questions, but the questions might be not related to membership, because when Patricia was sharing her insights about growth mindset, it was truly inspiring. And I noticed that people around me, even including me myself, sometimes we wanted to grow, but maybe until a certain level or until a certain situation, you have reached a certain point, you stop growing.
Mhm.
Or maybe because you have some achievement in your life, you started to become arrogant, or somehow you just stop growing. So how do we keep the consistency to have that mindset to keep growing, to keep continue to grow?
Mm. Thank you so much. This is such a beautiful question, $1 million question. And I have to say, I've been in that space before. Arrogance really kills the willingness to grow. So this is when we have to be aware of the ego, EGO. Ego is such a big thing in all of us. So I have to say the growth mindset is not for everyone, Mandy. I'm going to share with you a naked truth, not everyone. Some people just are not ready. Some people, they don't care. All they want to care is to have happy, happy-go-lucky. There's nothing wrong with it. And that's why Toastmasters are very precious in my heart. People who are willing to put in the effort, the time, and the money to grow themselves is hard work, So I guess, Mandy, to really give you a very good, I would say, thoughts on this, sharing on this, we can only control ourselves. All we can do is to make sure we keep growing and we are able to inspire the rest to grow. Because here comes another ugly truth, naked truth. People who don't grow eventually, people who don't grow, they actually die. They do not die physically, but they die emotionally. They die mentally. And they die psychologically. And that's where you see a lot of people here are having mental health issues. A lot of people have so much money, but they have to rely on substance, drugs, or sex to keep them happy. Because they are no more growing. They can't feel the joy. And the joy to grow can be very easy. Like me, listening to all of you, I'm so happy today. I feel like crying, but I'm not going to cry. But you guys move my heart. This is such a precious moment. We're able to let down ourselves. So, Mandy, all I can share with you, take great care of your mental health. Take great care of your growth journey, because you will sense the joy in you, and people who are attracted to you, they will start growing. And that's when you become an angel to your tribe. I hope that answers your question, Mandy.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think it was very inspiring, and yes, it does answer my questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Since we are here, 1:30 already. Okay, more questions from the floor.
Yes, anybody have any more questions?
Yani. No question for me?
I have at least one more.
Yes, please.
And
Duncan.
you've already touched on it, and that is the business of arrogance. And I've seen this actually. It's rather unusual in Toastmasters, but I have seen it not in this present forum, not in advanced ardent speakers, but in my previous club when I was in Malaysia. I did see a couple of times when we had some guest speakers who were arrogant, very arrogant, and I thought they really shouldn't have been guest speakers, basically. So it's an unusual thing. It's a very rare occurrence. But Patricia, how would you address that arrogance? I mean, what would you suggest? What would you recommend as far as addressing people who are maybe arrogant, overbearing, or whatever?
Yes. Thank you so much, Duncan, for this very, very, I would say, important question. And yet, a lot of us will want to shy away because it's a difficult topic and it's difficult conversation. But all I can say is I can be arrogant as well, right? I'm guilty of that, I can say. But what brought me down to earth is really that awareness. And I want to spotlight one of the Toastmasters value. In fact, all our core value keeps us grounded. Toastmasters value, if you think the core value, the I is the foundation. The I is the integrity, is the foundation. Yeah, it's always the foundation, because without integrity, everything will just fall apart. The second one is respect. Okay, the R, service and excellence, right? So in this order, we know people who are arrogant, the ego is big. When the ego is big, it will overshadow everybody. Everybody becomes, you're not good as I am. Why should I treat you with respect? So that is already a violation of the Toastmasters core values. So for leaders out there, if let's say I have a member who is in that space, because we are adults, we also want to be mindful of them because of value of respect. I probably will just ask them for a cup of coffee if they're free. And I won't have a lot of people with me. Maybe it's just one-to-one, if they're willing to. Okay, that's how I will manage that. And also, I also want to understand not everybody will change. Some people forever, they will be who they are, right? So it's really important to at least contain the harmony of all the clubs, especially if an arrogant person becomes an evaluator. Sometimes it can be bad. It can backfire. The new member may even want to quit Toastmasters. So this is when we need to practice our discretion and certainly very strong interpersonal skills. How to talk to a person who is very arrogant. That's an art. We probably need to go down to a level, but we can't be a doormat and step. So this is when boundary will come in. People who are very arrogant, we need to communicate to them in a certain way that they know we have a bottom line, we have a boundary. We don't let them step over. If they step over, we will make a stand, but we will do it in a very professional and a very kind manner. That is an art by itself. But there are people who are very arrogant. So we have to let them know, you know what? I embrace the core value of Toastmasters. I respect your opinion. And let's respect each other's opinion because we are all here learning. We don't owe anyone money here. None of us are your boss or no, not even the international president. We are all equal. It's just that we have different positions, but we are all here to create this community as lovely as it can be, as supportive as it can be, so that we can help each other. So we are all equal. Okay? Because of that, we practice respect. I hope that kind of gives us a glimpse of how to deal with people who are arrogant or who may have some personality disorder, and that happens too, right? So we just have to make it clean, set our own boundary, and make sure we are not exhausted by them. We are not depleted by their energy. That's very important. Thank you so much, Duncan, for the question.
You're welcome. Thank you for your answer.
Was that helpful to you?
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, very much so.
Thank you. Okay, I just posted Elon Musk, one of his quotes. I would like to invite Shan to read it. It's on my other device.
Okay.
Would you read? Yes.
You need. I have a
The
say
race, yeah.
Yeah.
I just put a poster there. You can read the words
Oh, I see. Yeah.
from Elon Musk.
Okay. I didn't see. I didn't
Can you
see
see that?
Yeah.
I put my raised hand. I think it is possible. Can you see that? It's a
Oh.
poster.
Oh yes, I find. Just wait a moment. I think it is possible for ordinary person to choose to be extraordinary.
Yes. I would like to encourage all of us to embrace this. Elon Musk was actually autistic. He belonged to the neurodiverse group. We are all neurotypical. He is neurodiverse. But look at how much he has accomplished. So I would like to give this as a gift to all of us. And I think it is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. And that's why we are all superheroes. We may not have, all the superpowers that you think the superhero should have, but we have our unique superpower too. And I see that in each and every one of you. Now, before I close the session, I'm going to share a gift. The gift is how I see you. And I really see something in you. And in my opinion, that is your superpower. Would you like to embrace that and continue to develop that superpower in you?
Absolutely.
So in no particular order, I would like to invite Lai, if you can, please turn on your screen as well, because yes, I will share the superpower that I see in you as well. And I really think this is a very important gift that I can present to all of you. It doesn't happen all the time, but today is the day. So starting from Mandy, because you're on my upper right-hand side. Mandy, I haven't known you long enough, but I could sense you have a very strong superpower that only belongs to you, nobody else. Now, for everybody, Mandy actually is a very, very gentle, petite girl. She is probably 5'3", am I right? Around there, or 4, yes. But she can achieve greatness in her. So Mandy, if there is a superpower that I see in you very strongly, you have the superpower of bouncing back all the time. No matter how hard the situation is, somehow or rather, you have the superpower to come back stronger. Okay? So that is the resilience in you, and what I want you to remember this. Because of this, no matter what situation you are in, you just know you can always come back stronger. And what doesn't kill you, make you stronger. And that is your superpower. Thank you, Mandy.
Thank you, thank you. It was very touching to hear that. I want to cry.
Yes.
Thank
You
you.
deserve this. You deserve this. Okay. As for Lai, Lai, here comes your superpower. So Lai, you are very special to me, even though I have met you physically not too many times. Lai, you have the superpower of inclusivity. What do I mean by that? Now, Lai, do you know people can connect with you easily? Because you are actually very authentic. You are very real. You are a real person. You don't put a mask on, and you are always very kind as well. So your nature is very kind, very true to yourself. Because of this, I know you will be very accomplished, very successful in whatever endeavor you want to take. Like, I want to challenge you to embrace this greatness in you so that you are so fearless to be the great leader you're meant to be. You win people's heart because of your authenticity and your kindness. Lai, are you courageous enough to move forward? You don't have to answer me. Okay, I leave that to you.
Yes, I was going to say, it's not a case of being fearless. It's a case of being courageous. Because everybody experiences fear. And it's the brave ones, the courageous ones who overcome that fear.
Yes. And Duncan, what can I say about Duncan? Duncan, you are our pillar of strength
I was
in
going to say,
our
I'm very
club.
old.
And there's this cheerfulness in you that always brings out the best in all of us. And the fact is, you keep learning, which I so am inspired by you, Duncan. Now, to give a bit of context, Duncan is a native speaker of the English language, but he never stopped to challenge himself whenever the opportunity presents yourself. And Duncan, you may want to share with us how you managed to find this superpower in you.
I don't know if I really have a superpower, but perhaps maybe it's putting it all together, all the stuff over my long life, my long experience. And also, I think one of the key things is my international experience, because I've lived in a lot of countries. Even as a child, I grew up in the Mediterranean. I spent very little time in my own country, in fact. And I've lived in Malaysia, Singapore, Japan, Australia, many different places. And I think all of that combined experience has helped me certainly to be able to, I think, communicate, get along with people, and also to project myself just a little bit sometimes. So I think that's part of it. It's gathering all of your experience and trying to put it together. I think that's what's helped me over the years.
Certainly. So your superpower is, oh, what is the superpower I have for you? Now you challenge my mind now. For me, you are so generous to share your experience. Your generosity is your superpower. You are so generous, and I applaud you for that. Thank you so much, Duncan.
Well, thank you very much.
Very generous.
Patricia.
Generous.
Very, very kind of you.
Thank you. And for Yanika, Shan, you'll be the final one, okay, Shan? Whoever just tuned in, okay. Yanika, what can I say about you? Yanika, you are, Yanika, you always are showing up, you know. The fact that you always show up is your superpower. For all of you, Yanika is probably one of the youngest among us, and she loves to learn. And whenever there's a chance, whenever we need help, she will just show up. One of the very important evidence I want to share with everyone, Alicia, who's also our member, is not able to be here today. But Alicia was actually on a mission once upon a time to go on a 24-hour Zoom so-called world tour. And I couldn't be there 24 hours, but Yanika was the only one who was there 24 hours, non-stop, Zooming. Very crazy. But it wasn't Yanika's mission and vision. She was just there showing up to support her other sister. So because of this, Yanika, remember, your showing up superpower will lead you to wherever you want to go. And people will love you so much. Because very seldom we can show up with people. But most importantly, show up for yourself. And this is your superpower. Thank you for showing up, Yanika. Always.
Thank you, my big sister.
Thank you. I honor you and applaud you. Shan, to give everyone a little bit of background, Shan is not a native speaker. He first joined our club when he was quite new in Toastmasters. In fact, he was from Taiwan, but he was so courageous. You are very courageous, Shan, and you would actually do your best all the time, right? So this is what I would like to acknowledge, Shan. Your superpower is to be very brave and courageous and to do your best all the time. So if there is a very important superpower, Shan, I want you to know, you have the spirit of courage, and that's why you do your own business. By the way, Shan is an entrepreneur. He has his own company. He does his own business. And this is a quality an entrepreneur need to have the courage to jump regardless of the situation. Of course, you don't simply jump, right? You still have to make sure you're safe, that kind of thing. But when you know the risk is bearable, you have to take the leap. And Sean, you take courage to join Advanced Hatchet Island Speakers when you know we are so different than you, right? Because a lot of us are so different. But Sean took the courage to sign up as a member and tell us, I want to be a member of Advanced Hatchet Island Speakers. And look at where you are now. So for all of you out there, Sean is our miracle member, our miracle baby. And thank you so much, Sean. Thank you.
Thank you, Patricia. Thank you.
You're most
Very,
welcome.
very beautiful word, very inspiring. Thank you.
You deserve all this. All right. So everyone, this is my gift to all of you. Thank you so much for spending your very important time. Now, before we
Thank you very
close,
much.
we will hear some quick feedback. The time is 1:49. Okay. I know we all have to go now. So just some quick feedback from all of you. Mandy, what is your biggest takeaway?
My biggest takeaway, I think, just now you mentioned about timing, and it was really got the right timing to join this because I got what I want to hear, and I really need those words in my situation right now. So I felt so thankful, and the timing was so right to join this sharing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mandy. We love you. Let's send a lot of love to Mandy. And let's take a shot to it. Take a photo. We take this photo to everyone. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you. Mandy, who would you like to hear next?
Yanika, maybe because you are just next to me on the screen.
What is the takeaway?
My takeaway was actually the key highlight of the meaning of growth, because I think that is one thing that we have to really focus on, and something that I'm gonna do with my one club that is just started, a brand new club 1 year old. So I've got ideas on how to help them, because we have very little members that come, but they're all like, some of them are all paid members, they never show up, but the ones that show up are very little. Yeah.
Good. Start small and even share the idea with them. Well done. Yanika, who would you like to hear now?
I will pass it on to Duncan.
Oh, to me, thank you very much. I was going to say I think there's several key things here that I've been able to take away from this meeting. But one of them is that sort of the personal communication that we've had. It's been a very personal, very, very close meeting today. There's been a lot of two-way, three-way communication here. I think we've all got something out of it. I've certainly got something out of it. So thank you very much, Patricia.
Thank you. And Duncan, on your list, I think we're left with the
My
line.
list. Who do we have left out there? Let's ask Lai. Lai, what have you got from today's meeting?
Actually, it's more to how when we things we work is always based on communication and how we observe people. Like Patricia, she has really keen observation skill and able to identify people. That's from not just from work, her experience as Toastmaster, all those things. So those are actually we learn. We learn, observe, communicate. One most important thing, we respect each other through what we do in our life as well. Back to you, Pat.
Okay, thank you. Sean.
Thanks.
Thank you. I learned from the keyword is playground. You can test, you can play, you can learn. I think it's very, very beautiful word. Thank you from Patricia.
Okay, thank you. All right, now we're going to close the meeting, but then before that, we also need to do some acknowledgement to yours truly. So Shine, would you like to play the slides and then we will close it after that, okay? Sorry to keep you guys a little longer, but if you have to go, you don't have to stay, okay? You can go, but otherwise we just play the slides and acknowledge all our role players today. Okay. And Shan, if you can, or like, can you help to take photo?
Yeah, sure. Spotlight. Okay. Wait, okay. Head, get ready. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Sean?
Thank you. All right. Next time. Thank you.
Okay, another one. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, done.
Thank you. And next one. Yes, let's spotlight Shan and Duncan.
We are doing the spotlighting. Duncan. Okay. Let me arrange.
I think we
Okay.
do this pose, superhero pose.
Okay, get ready. 1, 2, 3. Done.
Thank you so much. So in our advanced hashtag other speakers, we make this a platform. So any one of our members, if you want to do a session like this, we want to open this for you so that you can practice and this is your background. With this, thank you so much, everyone, and stay
much.
safe and bye-bye.
Bye now. All the best. See you next week.
See you
Bye.
next week. Next week. We need a TMOD.